Hello everybody, my name is Digital Kick, and welcome back to World Conqueror 3, 1939 Japanese conquest of the world. In the last episode, we had fully collapsed China and are about to collapse India, which means that will leave us practically alone in the Asia front against Russia. Now, I'm actually getting ridiculously close to what the Japanese had originally wanted, which was a Pacific Rim, to where they were completely guarded on all sides by territory. Now, the Nazi regime of Germany has all but collapsed, actually, because they have Riga and this unnamed city, which is in French soil. This is French soil right here. See, because during crap, forgot which war it was, but there was a war where France fought Italy, and Italy lost that island. Yeah. Yeah. Because Spain has always had this set of islands, but this island nowadays, this is the Barbados? Barbados. I believe that's Barbados. Yeah. No. Yeah. That's Barbados right there. And well, Barbados, the island of Barbados. This is the islands of Barbados, because it's multiple islands actually. I think that the Nazi regime, if they really wanted to survive indefinitely for quite a longer time, they would need to move down to Africa, because they could take out like Dakar or something like that pretty easily. And they would have that city for quite a while, because the closest person that they would ever have to worry about is either France or the US. And considering that the US is going to be occupied with me for the coming years indefinitely, mainly because, well, imperialism and I'm invading them, because I'm a nice person. Yeah, I think I'm going to stop down the tanks only for now, because I feel like we have enough tanks to do what is necessary. And let's start bombing Vancouver, which is Vancouver Island. No, Vancouver isn't an island, is it? Yeah, Vancouver. No, this is Victoria Island. Vancouver should be over here, because Vancouver's not on the island. Yeah. So this is the island. This is the island of Victoria. Yeah, that's the island of Victoria. Because, I know Canada oh so well. And I'm only saying that because I was playing Europa Universalis 4 earlier in the day. And I'm playing with the extended timeline mod, playing on modern day. And when I took over that island, I remembered the name because I specifically wanted that island, so that I could launch future naval invasions from. And stuff like that. Anyway, regardless, because that's not the game that we're even remotely playing. It's also finished taking out Kamchatka. And Moscow will fall. Let's hope. I mean, I'm saying it will, but considering that Russia's going to start pulling back its troops, because they're going to be able to just rip through Italy pretty quickly, I mean, Italy's getting further, kind of, in Africa. I mean, Spain has gotten further. Spain didn't have this territory. Yeah, and this city used to be uh, French. This city, not this area. This area always used to be Italian. Yeah. Um, but yeah, up about where Morocco is what Spain used to have. I mean, they still have. Now, technically, during World War II, Spain technically wasn't on the Axis officially, but I mean, they were also a fascist nation, and not a lot of nations actually liked them, which ended up in them actually helping the Nazis. But they didn't get shamed all too much. Surprisingly, they didn't get shamed nearly as much as other nations did. Well, I mean, to be honest, later on in World War II, in 1941, France was about to fall apart. France was so close to completely dying off. It was ridiculous. Because France was located in just a small pocket in Africa, surrounded by the Italians over here and over here, and the Germans right at their necks, or right at their throats. So they were so close to extinction that if Nazi Germany could have been fast enough and wiped out France indefinitely, they would have had so much troops freed up from Africa to go and occupy the lands and prevent a naval invasion, like which had ended the Nazi regime. I'm mainly just talking out my butt right now because I have absolutely barely any idea what I'm talking about. I mean, I know history. I mean, I try. I think I do. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. Also, apparently I was pronouncing a certain name wrong. Somebody had told me. Crap. Where is it? Where is it? So I pronounce this Kazakh, but apparently it's Kazakh. Kazakh. Kaz. Yeah, it's really weird. Oh yeah, there's all the programs I'm running. OBS, World Conqueror 3, and the standard task manager in the background. Because I always have that up and running just in case, one program's like, nope, you no longer exist. And decides that it doesn't want to close when I want it to close. Which happens a lot. Now, that's the Bering Strait. And that leads up to, not Antarctica. Because Antarctica is down on this side. The South Pole. That's where the South Pole is. It's on Antarctica. The North Pole is... Forget what the North Pole is actually called. I know that there's an official name for what's left of the landmass up there. Because I know it's melting, and that's super bad because global warming, and to be honest, I have the most genius idea to fix global warming, alright? Now, you build a massive facility, like a massive facility, that is able to take seawater in, okay? through metaphorically a pumping station, all right? And then they boil that water into fresh water, and then they just freeze it. They freeze the entire thing, like a massive cube, ridiculous size, and just drop like 3 or 4 into the ocean up there, like, very gently, of course. It's all gonna be like helicopters very gently placing it into the ocean, because they don't want to cause like a tsunami and just wipe out the entire native population of like Alaska or something. Because I mean, well, Alaska would probably be like the first one to be like, hey, stop. It's not like Siberia would be affected, because there's like 11 people there. Not literally, but Siberia is just ridiculous. This is also Transcaucasia. Not Transcaucasian. Transcaucasian. No, it's Transcaucasian. I don't even know what I was thinking about. Because the country of Georgia and a couple other nations are in this area. I also only know this because Europa Universalis 4. Because I've been playing far too much of that lately. Regardless, I need to start just mopping up this ridiculous mess over here. And how I'm going to fix that is simple. Going to push troops forward like this. So we're going to be pushing through Iran and up into Transcaucasian, and take out Stalingrad, and then from there they'll be able to spread into Ukraine, not my Ukraine, Romania, and then they'll also be able to help expand upwards. Well, I mean, yeah, that's a great strategy. I actually have no idea if it's actually going to work. I say actually far too often, and like I had said, you don't want to use or and that's why I always say other stuff, because because if you remember what because actually means, type that down in the comments down below. Type it in like code. That way the other people that did not understand that reference don't actually understand what's going on. And I've also realized that I am not at all playing a freaking game right now, and we're already 3/4 of the way through the episode, and we have barely even played the game. We've went through what, 1 turn? Congrats me. Okay. Yeah, Moscow is just so close to falling. It is ridiculous. Because eventually they'll fall. I mean, they can keep going, but not for much longer. This is apparently Saratov. Saratov is apparently bigger. I'm surprised that they do not have St. Petersburg. And St. Petersburg was like right above Russia. It's like up here, and it's a pretty big city. It was the capital of Russia, well, of the USSR. No, Russia for the longest time, and then when the USSR took over, Moscow became the capital. No, wait. No. St. Petersburg was the capital of something. Yeah, St. Petersburg is the second biggest city, I believe. Yeah, second biggest city in Russia. And apparently I lied because it's up over here near Leningrad. But I mean, uh, oh, okay, yeah. So apparently Leningrad is St. Petersburg. Okay, because apparently, um, St. Petersburg got changed to Petrograd in 1914. Sound more Russian. And then in 1924, after the Communist Revolution, it was changed to Leningrad after Lenin. I forgot his first name. And then in 1991, it went back to St. Petersburg. Okay. And then in 1918, Moscow became the capital, but beforehand, St. Petersburg was the capital. See, I know stuff. I know the stuffs. This is actually going to be a lot longer of an episode than usual, because usually the episodes are about only 20 minutes long. This is going to be close to 24 to 25 minutes long. Only because, well, I have the extra time, and I don't really have anything better to spend it on, which is why I'm doing this specifically. Yeah, I also need to remember I need to wipe out India. Because if I can just wipe out India, then I don't have to focus on dropping any troops over here. And I can just keep moving my troops straight through Iran, up past Turkey. And Turkey's crammed in there as well. Yeah, a lot of these cities, like a lot of these geological features on the map, have been crammed in. Like Turkey. Turkey was not that wide last time I checked. Yeah, Turkey was just longer. It was much long. It's much longer than that. Syria's no longer really Syria, because Syria's really up here now, because Israel and Palestine and that one nation up here that I'm not going to mention because I forgot the name of it, and if I accidentally pronounce it incorrectly, or I even mention it and people have no idea what city it is or even country, because I know it's a country and I know there's a country there, because I know that this is the island of Cyprus, and Cyprus is its own nation. Also, Northern Cyprus is not recognized by anybody, but apparently it's also its own nation, according to them. Just like Sudan and South Sudan. South Sudan's like about right here. South Sudan is utterly horrible. Just saying right now. I mean, they recently gained their independence, so I could see why they're having problems at first, but geez, South Sudan makes Hotel California look like a 5-star resort. Because South Sudan is utterly full of so basically there's like a massive civil war in South Sudan right now, because when South Sudan broke off from normal Sudan, they said that they were a white Muslim nation, and the native African population was like, hey, we're not that. And he also wears this really cool hat that he got, and I there's actually a name for the hat. The hat's it's got its own special name and everything, but it was basically given to the leader of South Sudan by George W. Bush. So I mean, it's a pretty cool thing because not very many people get to meet George W. Bush. Because, well, I mean, I would have preferred to meet, like, I don't know. Actually, no, I mean, he's a decent person I would love to meet. And I have done absolutely zero progress this episode. I'm just going to try to make India collapse. That way I can say that, hey, I made India collapse this episode. Be proud. I also want to attack the submarine because the submarine is becoming a nuisance. Borno is now an island all owned by me. Now let me build just a bunker. Coastal artillery. Coastal artillery. Coastal artillery, and I also want to put a coastal artillery there. And then surround the rest of the island in landmines. Yeah, I mean, this looks pretty friendly, right? I also want to put a, coastal artillery there. Yeah, that's what we want to do. This is what we're going to be doing this episode, is just building up defenses against, potential attacks. Yeah. Now, to be honest, if the enemy gets this far, I think being able to defend myself is the least of my worries. Because if they get this far, I mean, I think I might have to start discussing amongst myself what the frick went wrong. And how did I screw up so badly? I'm also building a lot of these because, well, it'd look a lot cooler. We'd also look a bit more defended. Yeah, I also want to build coastal artillery there and there. Probably also want to build one down there. Mainly because then I can just destroy just about any enemy boats that get past my defenses. And enemy boats are a bit more likely because, well, since I'm an island nation, boats are a bit more sketchy and dangerous to me. And I would also like to wipe out Australia. In not the next episode, but the episode after that, because I already know it's going to take multiple episodes to siege them down because it's just ridiculous. Because Brisbane in Queensland. Brisbane. I think it's Brisbane. Might be Brisbane. It will not fall in the next episode. Even if I get directly over to them, which will probably not happen. I'll most likely just take New Guinea. The island of New Guinea. Of Papua New Guinea. Yeah. No, the island's called New Guinea, but the country that's on it's called Papua New Guinea. Also, like I said, bombing Vancouver some more. Also, I haven't used any of my special generals yet, because I actually have 3 generals. This general's completely crap because this is just the basic. This is also completely crap because that's just the basic. But this guy, I've been working on him. It's Commander German, so he's great at the Panzer ability, which has +18 attack. he also can automatically heal the troops that he plays as each round, which I actually would like to equip. Boom. There we go. I have a heavy tank with Commander German in it. And in the next episode, we will make sure that Moscow falls one way or another. And let's hope that we can start pushing the USSR far back. And maybe we can even say Finland, which is a bit of a stretch, but I mean, it's possible. Yeah, it's just normal tank. Also, in the next episode, we're going to push further into Canada, taking even more valuable resources, and progressing ourselves even further, and giving us even more resources to attack them more with. I'd also like to, in the next episode, Vancouver will also fall in the next episode, but I would like to get down to San Francisco and Los Angeles and take all of the California region, because technically this is Washington, this is Oregon right below it, and then there's California and a bit of Nevada. Yeah, Nevada's also wrapped into this, which I am kind of annoyed about because, well, Nevada's a beautiful state and it should not be wrapped in to California. I absolutely hate California, but I will explain why I hate that in the next episode. So, if you hate California, make sure to comment down below why you hate California, and I'll see if you guys are actually right as to why I hate California. Also, make sure to leave a like because it helps the channel out a lot as to where the search engine finds out that this is a better video, which means that more people will see this, which means more likes will happen, which means it's basically a perpetual loop of, well, a perpetual loop of likes and views. That's how most videos actually work. So, also make sure to subscribe if you have not already, and if you have, make sure to create like a second, third, fourth, and fifth account to also subscribe to me with. And I just said subscribe and not subscribe. I have no idea why. But anyway, regardless of those past words, my name is Digital Cake, signing off. Bye-bye.